which is the crossing of the staffs, which means that anybody that is not an officer or above may come up to the podium. First brother, come forward and state your registry.
Mawat Natazal, Ban Yahawada, Ban Yasha'ala.
Mawat Natazal, Ban Yahawada, Ban Yasha'ala.
Yahbashim Yashabrakata.
Yahbashim Yashabrakata. Just come around this side.
Come. Ban Yasha'ala.
La Yasha'ala.
La Yasha'ala, which means to Israel.
Uncover the scrolls. Uncover the scrolls. Lift them up. Put them on your shoulder. Both hand on each thing. Amajum, which means to stand. Opanyahaki dum, which means to turn and face the east. This is the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa. Shabashamayim. Qudash. Hayya. Shemka. Yahweh. Malakwithka. Taba'ah. Ratazayaka. Hayya. Aisha. Baharataza. Kawa. Hayya. Bashamayim. Nathan. Lanawa. Lakam. Call. Yawam. Wasalachanawa. Kabawat Kasalak Kabawat Wala'ah Tabayayanawa Banasaya 1 A ball Awashayanawa Kamayan Rai Kaya Laka Hamalakwith Wala'ala Wahat the Parith La'alalamyam Aman. Lord's Prayer in the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. And forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it. Prayer for the Hakak, or the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh. Ba'ashim Yahushai. Baba Kushai. Nathanawa. Hakak. La Rapa'ah. Call Makalah. Wakal Marawat. Hakak. La Tahar. Hamatazarayim. Hakak. Lahakium. Hamathium. Hakak. Al Rakawat. Hatama Allah. Lagarshan. Ba'ashim Yahushai. The water Aman. Prayer for the power in the English. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
The power to heal all manner of sickness.
The power to heal all manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out in the name of Yahweh Shai.
To cast them out in the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
Pray for the blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatha Yahweh.
Barakatha Yahweh.
Wa Yahweh Shai.
Wa Yahweh Shai.
Wam Yaka Allah.
Wam Yaka Allah.
Wala Hayim.
Wala Hayim.
Matazabia.
Matazabia.
Alawap Yahana.
Alawap Yahana.
Ha Alawapyam.
Ha Alawapyam.
Ha Saranyam.
Ha Sarayim.
Ha Quatazayamyam.
Ha Quatazayayim.
Ha Kayayam.
Ha Kakayayim.
Wa Quafian.
Wala Quafian.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai.
Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai.
The water Aman.
The water Aman.
The blessings in the English. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless ye Yahweh.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And the angels.
Commanding General Yahana.
Commanding General Yahana.
The generals.
The generals.
The captains.
The captains.
The officers.
The officers.
The troopers.
The troopers.
And the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah.
Asha'ah.
Ayanya.
Ayanya.
Al-Hohoryam.
Al-Hohoryam.
Mayan.
Mayan.
Yaba'ah.
Yaba'ah.
Izaria.
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 Ra'aim.
Ra'aim.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Shamayam.
Shamayam.
Wa'arataza.
Wa'arataza.
Al-Yatan.
Al-Yatan.
Lamawat.
Lamawat.
Ragolka.
Ragoyaka.
Al-Yanawam.
Al-Yanawam.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Hana.
Hana.
La'a.
La'a.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Yayashan.
Yayashan.
Shawamar.
Sharamar.
Yasha'ala.
Yasha'ala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Tazolka.
Tazoyaka.
Al-Yad.
Al-Yad.
Yamyaka.
Yamyaka.
Yawamam.
Yawamam.
Hashamash.
Hashamash.
La'a.
La'a.
Yakaka.
Yakaka.
Wayarak.
Wayarak.
Bal Ya'ala.
Bal Ya'ala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamarka.
Yasamarka.
Makol.
Makal.
Rai.
Rai.
Yashamar.
Yasamar.
Napashka.
Napashka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamar.
Yasamar.
Taza'aka.
Taza'afka.
Wabawa'aka.
Wabawa'afka.
Ma'aitha.
Ma'aita.
Wa'aid.
Wa'aid.
Iwalam.
Awalam.
Psalms 121 in the English. I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills.
I will lift up my eyes unto the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from Yahweh.
My help cometh from Yahweh.
Which made heaven and earth.
Which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee.
He that keepeth thee.
Will not slumber.
Will not slumber.
Behold.
Behold.
He that keepeth Israel.
He that keepeth Israel.
Shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
Nor the moon by night.
Nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out.
And thy coming in.
And thy coming in.
From this time forth.
From this time forth.
And even forevermore.
And even forevermore.
Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim.
Alahayim.
All Damayah.
All Damayah.
Lakah.
Lakah.
All Thakarash.
All Thakarash.
Wa'ol.
Wa'ol.
Dashakwat.
Dashakwat.
Oh.
All.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Hana.
Hana.
Awayabyaka.
Amayabyika.
Yahama.
Yahama.
Yawan.
Yawan.
Ra'ash.
Ra'as.
Al-Amaka.
Al-Amaka.
Ya'ariyamwa.
Ya'ariyamwa.
Suwada.
Suwada.
Wayatha.
Wayatha.
Ya'aitizawa.
Ya'aitizawa.
Al-Tazapawanyaka.
Al-Tazapawanyaka.
Amarawa.
Amarawa.
Lakawa.
Lakabwa.
Wanaki Dum.
Wanaki Dum.
Magoya.
Magoya.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Yazakar.
Yazakar.
Sham.
Sham.
Yasha'ala.
Yasha'ala.
Iwata.
Iwata.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Nawaitizawa.
Na'aitizawa.
Laba.
Laba.
Yakadwa.
Yakadwa.
Al-Yaka.
Al-Yaka.
Baryah.
Baryah.
Yakarathwa.
Yakarathwa.
Ahoya.
Ahoya.
Harawam.
Alawam.
Wayashamai.
Wayasamai.
Alayam.
Alayam.
Mawa'aba.
Mawa'abwa.
Wahagarium.
Salakia.
Wahagarium.
Wahagaria.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Wa'aimawan.
Wa'aimawan.
Wa'aimalak.
Wa'aimalak.
Palashath.
Palashath.
Aim. Yashabia.
Yadshabia.
Tazawar.
Tazawar.
Gam.
Gam.
Ashawar.
Ashawar.
Nalawa.
Nalawa.
Imam.
Imam.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Zarawai.
Zarawai.
Labanya.
Labanya.
Lawat.
Lawat.
Selah.
Selah.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Laham.
Laham.
Kamadian.
Kamadian.
Kasa Yasara.
Kase Yasara.
Kayabian.
Kayabian.
Banakaol.
Banakaol.
Kayashawan.
Kayashawan.
Nashamadwa.
Nashamadwa.
Ba'ayan Da'ara.
Ba'ayan Da'awa.
Hayawa.
Kayawa.
Daman.
Daman.
La'adama.
La'adamwa.
Shayatamwa.
Shayatamwa.
Nara.
Nara.
Yab Mawa.
Yab Mabwa.
Ka'irab.
Ka'irab.
Wakaza'aba.
Wakaza'abwa.
Wakazabak.
Wakazabak.
Wakatazol.
Wakatazal.
Manai.
Manai.
Ko.
Ko.
Nasayakamwa.
Nisiyakamwa.
Ashar.
Ashar.
Amarwa.
Amarwa.
Nayurasha.
Nayarasha.
Lanawa.
Lanawa.
Nawath.
Nayawa.
Alahayam.
Alahayam.
Alahaya.
Alahaya.
Shayatamwa.
Shayatamwa.
Kagogola.
Kagogola.
Kakwash.
Kakwash.
Lapanya.
Lapanya.
Roroka.
Roroka.
Ka'ash.
Ta'ash.
Taba'ira.
Taba'ira.
Ya'ira.
Ya'ira.
Wakalahaba.
Wakalahaba.
Dalahat.
Dalahat.
Haryam.
Haryam.
Khan.
Khan.
Daradapma.
Daradapma.
Basa'irika.
Basa'irika.
Wabasa.
Wabasa.
Wapafka.
Wapapka.
Tabahalam.
Tabahalam.
Mala'a.
Mala'a.
Panyaham.
Panyaham.
Kwalawan.
Kalawan.
Wayabakashwa.
Wayabakaswa.
Shimka.
Shimka.
Yahawa.
Yahawa.
Yabashwa.
Yabashwa.
Wayaba'awa.
Wayaba'awa.
Idea.
Idea.
Ay. Wayakaparwa.
Wayatapawa.
Wayabadwa.
Wayabadwa.
Wayadaiwa.
Wayadaiwa.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Ata. Shimka.
Shimka.
Yahawa.
Yahawa.
Labatka.
Labatka.
Al Yawan.
Al Yawan.
All.
Call.
Ha'arataza.
Ha'arataza.
Psalms 83 in the English. Keep not thou silence, O my power.
Keep not thy silence, O my power.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still, O my power.
And be not still, O my power.
For lo, thine enemies make a tumult.
Thy enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee.
And they that hate thee.
Have lifted up the head.
Have lifted up the heads.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
And consulted against thine hidden ones.
They have said,
Come,
and let us cut them off from being a nation.
And let us cut them off from being a nation.
That the name of Israel,
may
be no more in remembrance.
May be no more in remembrance.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom.
And the Ishmaelites.
And the Ishmaelites.
Of Moab.
Of Moab.
And the Hagarenes.
And the Hagarenes. Gebal.
And Ammon.
And Ammon.
And Amalek.
And Amalek.
The Philistines.
The Philistines.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
A sword also is joined with them.
A sword also is joined with them.
They have opened the children of Lot.
They have opened the children of Lot.
Selah.
Saying Lot.
Do unto them.
Do unto them.
As unto the Midianites.
As unto the Ammonites.
As to Sisera.
As to Sisera.
As to Jabin.
As to Jabin.
At the brook of Kison.
At the brook of Kison.
Which perished at Endor.
Which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They have came dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Oreb.
Make their nobles like Oreb.
And like Zeeb.
And like Zeeb.
Yea.
Yea.
All their princes.
All their princes.
As Zeba.
As Zeba.
And as Zalmunna.
And as Zalmunna.
Who said. Let us take to ourselves.
Who said, let us take to ourselves.
The houses of the Most High Power in possession.
The houses of the Most High Power in possession.
Oh, my power.
Oh, my power.
Make them like a wheel.
Make them like a wheel.
As the stubble before the wind.
As they stumble before the wind.
As the fire burneth the wood.
As the fire burneth the wood.
And as the flames set the mountains on fire.
And as the flames set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them with thy tempest.
So persecute them with thy tempest.
And make them afraid with thy storm.
And make them afraid of thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame.
That they may seek thy name.
That they may seek thy name.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Let them be confounded and troubled forever.
Let them be confounded and troubled forever.
Yea.
Yea.
Let them be put to shame.
Let them be put to shame.
And perish.
And perish.
And men may know.
And men may know.
That thou.
Whose
name alone.
Whose name alone.
Is Yahweh.
Is Yahweh.
Art the Most High.
Art the Most High.
Over all the earth.
Over all the earth.
Prayer for the curses in the English. Blessed are you, Yahweh.
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth.
King of heaven and earth.
And all things living.
And all things living.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Listen to us now.
Listen to us now.
Right now.
Right now.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
That speak against us thy prophets.
That speak against us thy prophets.
The teachers.
The teachers.
The princes.
The princes.
The priests.
The priests.
The Israelite brothers.
The Israelite brothers.
And the school.
And the school.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
And shake loose the treasure.
And shake loose the treasure.
Of the rich of Israel.
Of the rich of Israel.
That refuse to give to the school.
That refuse to give to the school.
Force their riches to enter into thy sanctuary.
Force their riches to enter into thy sanctuary.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the Edomites.
To the Edomites.
And the nations.
And their nations.
And their drug dealers.
And their drug dealers.
The court system.
Their court systems.
The prison system.
Their prison system.
Planned Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood.
All the governments of our enemies.
All the governments of our enemies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Roman Catholic Church.
Roman Catholic Church.
The Pope.
The Pope.
Islam.
Islam.
Christianity.
Christianity.
Egyptology.
Egyptology.
Militia.
Militia.
Ku Klux Klan.
Ku Klux Klan.
Aryan Nation.
Aryan Nation.
Skinheads.
Skinheads.
Posse Comitazi.
Posse Comitazi.
The gay movement.
The gay movement.
The lesbian movement.
The lesbian movement.
Spies.
Spies.
Workers of witchcraft.
Workers of witchcraft.
NASA space program.
NASA space program.
Army.
Army.
Navy.
Navy.
Air Force.
Air Force.
Marines.
Marines.
Wall Street.
Wall Street.
Open Open up the internet.
Open up the internet.
And the airways.
And the airways.
The cable access channels.
The cable access channels.
And the radio channels.
And the radio channels.
Convict the spirit of any of thy people.
Convict the spirit of any of thy people.
That seek to stop us.
That seek to stop us.
And bring swift destruction to all the heathen.
And bring swift destruction to all the heathen.
That stand in the way.
That stand in the way.
Or try to stop us from broadcasting your words throughout the planet Earth.
Or try to stop us from broadcasting your words throughout the planet Earth.
Let loose all the plagues.
Let loose all the plagues.
Cause them to go to and fro.
Cause them to go to and fro.
Through the earth.
Through the earth.
And consume them.
And consume them.
Let the plague shake the house of the thief and the murderer.
Let the plague shake the house of the thief and the murderer.
Let Yahweh shine.
Let Yahweh shine.
Michael and Gabriel.
Michael and Gabriel.
Come down with the flying saucer.
Come down with the flying saucer.
And punish all the heathen.
And punish all the heathen.
That come up against us.
That come up against us.
As we speak thy word.
As we speak thy words.
Cause it to be known.
Cause it to be known.
By all.
By all.
That is the angels that have done it.
That it is the angels that have done it.
Cause it to be spread.
Cause it to be spread.
Through the media.
Through the media.
Throughout the whole world.
Throughout the whole world.
Cause them to shake at thy coming.
Cause them to shake at thy coming.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Always.
Always.
So be it.
So be it.
Sar. Yeshabia means to be seated. You set the scrolls down.
Come.
Tazabah, go ahead and click to go live on TikTok, Public Shop. Oh, come.
I see 3 off top. They say, yeah, give me a second. Let me turn it up.
Just pull your chair to the middle.
Go.
Just have your seat.
Come.
I need to back the chair for my jacket. Hey,
Relax.
He said, don't you dare.
I don't know what you was thinking, what?
Trying to help out. Salakia.
It's like come on, Cap. Can you hand me those books? What?
Go.
The water.
That's me.
You.
You made your rib or something? You making yourself? No, my mom made a whole bunch of that. Oh, your mom making it? Yeah. Oh, okay. A whole bunch. Nice, man.
A little bit less. The water. Do you want me to go ahead and start reading, Cap, or wait? So that TikTok can get it all.
1 second.
Come. Say it again. It's a joke.
Oh, shit.
But don't touch it.
You deserve to be cold until you're not.
Right.
Yeah, I need a cup. I got clean cups. Yeah, let me get a cup. Yes, strong cup.
For those of you, come. For those of you watching online, we're going to be in 2 Samuel chapter 24 and verse 3. I saw Cap. Would you my water?
You can have the show blade over here. I got the
Hey.
for action. No, not just a cute.
As long as the warrior is skilled, Cap, it don't matter what they got. All I know is Lord gave me hands of war.
So can you run to the car one time for me and grab? Grab. This is some strong. It should be in the passenger seat. See where the camera's at. I'm gonna make sure I park in front of the cameras.
Yeah, it's just your
I need to pull up some more.
bumper or pull back.
Oh yeah, I can park in that spot right there. You just walk through.
I had to get the job with it. So lucky.
Did he get in?
24.
Yeah, he got in.
I'm not recognize the chapters. It's 24. I can't find 31. I got chapter 24.
It's not so no, it was it's in the passenger seat.
The number is small.
It should be.
I'm thinking it's part of it.
Maybe I left it.
Then,
Let me come grab it. Let me come check.
Somebody got a box?
Yeah,
24 and 3.
That's what I'm saying. I hope I didn't leave it.
Yeah, don't worry about that. Because you're not even going to read from this English.
right. As you read, I'm just trying to keep up and understand.
Okay.
I'm going to get my ass in class. I'm going to be able to read through this.
So, like, bear with us, Israel. You know how to read the Hebrew?
Nah, I'm looking right now. I'm like, even if I got tests, it's like, what that first word even think? It's like, oh my God.
Yeah, like I tell brothers, you want to make sure that
Wow.
you study your Hebrew. Because, like, the Friday Lashma and Kodash, that's where brothers go to, like, learn about the meaning of the words and to get, like, the proper pronunciations. But in here, this is where you actually get to speak it.
Right.
Like, you know, you got to read 49 verses. So it's supposed to be 7 brothers reading 7 in Hebrew. So, yeah.
Okay.
Alright, we can go live.
Come.
3, 2, 1. Wow.
I'm sorry, Christ. The water. Tazabah. We are in 2 Samuel chapter 24 and verse 3. Salaki Tazabah. Come over here and grab the closest garment that has all black. So just make sure every Sabbath service, that's the first thing you go to do when you get in here.
Come on, sir.
The water. All right, this is the book of 2 Samuel chapter 24, verse 3 in the Hebrew. Wayamar Yahweh Abba. Oh, Hamalak. Wa Yawasap. Yahweh. Allah Hayak. Oh, Ha'aim. Kaham. Wa Kaham. Ma. Pa'aimayam. Wa Ayanya. Adanya. Hamalak. Rawath. Wa Adanya. Hamalak. Lamah. Kapataza. Badabar. Hazah. Verse 4. 2 Samuel chapter 24 and verse 4. Wa Yakazak. Dabar. Hamalak. All. Yahweh Abba. Wa'al. Charya. Hakayal. Wa Yatazah. Yahweh Abba. Wa Sharia. Hakayal, Lapanya, Hamalak, Lapaquad, Ath, Ha'aim, Ath, Yasha'ala, verse 5. Wa Ya'ibarawa, Ath, Ha Yardan, Wa Yaknawa, Ba'ira, Ira, Ba'ira, Ira, Yamayan, Ha'ayar, Ashar, Bathawak, Hanakal, Hagad, Wa'al, Ya'izar, verse 6. Wayabawa, Ha Gala'ida, Wa'al, Arataza, Thakathium, Kadashia, Wayabawa, Dana, the water can. Ya'ain, you take these home with you, Cap?
Yes.
Okay. I was looking for it, but I couldn't find them.
Yeah, I take them home to charge them.
Okay.
This needs to be charged a little longer.
Yeah, it was on 1% when.
Turn these off. Give me that back.
Oh, the mic.
Yeah, because
I thought you saw my phone.
Unplug the charger to plug in the mics. So if the phone ain't got at least half the charge, I gotta let it charge a little bit longer. Before I plug in the mics.
Wa Sabyab, all. Taza Yadawan, verse 7. Wayabawa, Mabatazar, Tazar, Wakol, Iriya, Hakawi, Salakia, Hakalya, Salakia, jeez.
For people who talk about you can't pronounce the Hebrew correctly, you thinking of that Yiddish, you thinking of that other stuff.
Right.
You ain't thinking of the ancient. He pronouncing it right. Go ahead.
Come. Waha Kananya, Wa Yatazawa, all. Nagab, Yahawada, Ba'ar, Shabai, verse 8. Wa Yashatwa, Bakol, Ha'arataza, Wa Yabawa, Makwataza, Fashai, Kadashium, Wa'isharyum. Yawum. Yerushalayim. Verse 9. Wayathun. Yawa'aba. Ah. Masapar. Mapaquad. Ha'aim. All. Hamalak. Wathaya. Yasha'ala. Shamanah. Ma'awath. Alap. Ayash. Kayol. Shalap. Karab. Wa'ayash.
Real quick. For everybody, all the people who saying, what is he reading? Learn how to read it. If he just said Karab, that means sword. He reading it, I can understand it. You understand? That means he's reading it correctly. It's ancient Hebrew, Lashawan Kodash. All right. If you want to find that, you got to go to our classes every Friday, or get you a dictionary, an old dictionary, an ancient book about records of the Middle East, and look up Phoenician, Aramaic, ancient Hebrew, all those terms, and you'll find this language. All right. We teach it every Friday all across the whole nation. Go to our YouTube channel, isupk.com. YouTube channel, One West Online Classes on Facebook, One West Online Classes on YouTube. That's how you can get into the Hebrew class every Friday. Go ahead.
Come. Yahawada. Kamash. Ma'awath. Alap. Ayash. Verse 10. Wayak. Labah. Dawada. Athwa. Akaria. Khan. Sapar. Ah. Ha'aim. Sa. Waya Amar. Dawada. All. Yahweh. Kasaathya. Ma'ad. Ashar. Aishayathya. Waitha. Yahweh. Haibar. Na. Ath. I won. Ibadak. Kaya. Nasa Kalathya. Ma'ad. Slacky.
Let's try the mics.
Come. What did I just read? What verse?
Oh shit! We are close
What
to
book of chapter?
11. He's on 11.
Slacky. 2 Samuel, chapter 24 and verse 11. But that's I went 1 over the 7. But clap that up. We'll read it in the English. Start at 2 Samuel, chapter 24 and verse 3.
And end at 7. Come. 2
Samuel, chapter 24, verse 3. And Joab said unto the king, Now the Lord thy God add unto the people, how many soever they be, 100-fold, and that the eyes of my lord the king may see it. But why doth my lord the king delight in this thing? notwithstanding, the king's word prevailed against Joab and against the captains of the host. And Joab and the captains of the host went out from the presence of the king to number the people of Israel. And they passed over Jordan and pitched in.
What verse you on?
I'm on verse 5 there.
Make sure you call it the verse when you started.
Go with Carl. Verse 5. And they passed over Jordan, and they pitched in Orier on the right side of the city that lieth in the midst of the river of Gad, and toward Jazer.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 6. Then they came to Gilead and to the land of Tatimhad.
Mm-hmm.
Is it she? Tahimhad she, Salakia. And they came to Dan Jayan and about to Zidon.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 7. And came to the stronghold of Tyre and to all the cities of the Hivites and of the Canaanites. And they went out to the south of Judah, even to Beersheba.
Mm-hmm.
Beersheba. Verse 8. So when they had gone through all the land, they came to Jerusalem at the end of the 9 months and 20 days. Verse 9. And Joab gave up to the sum of the number of the people unto the king. And they were in Israel, right? Salaki, Israel, 800,000 valiant men that drew the sword. And the men of Judah were 500,000 men. Verse 10. And David's heart smote him after that he had numbered the people.
And why did King David's heart smite him? Why was David grieved for what it was that was done? It's because the Lord told the children of Israel not to number themselves. Like the heathens, they believe in their numbers. That's where they believe their might comes from, is their ability to outnumber another army, to outnumber their foes. When in Israel, we're supposed to depend on the Lord to overcome our enemies. Right. And we've always depended on the Lord, which is why we had to turn to the Lord in order to be freed from Egypt. Like we weren't freed because we were more than the Egyptians, because the Egyptians feared that one day we might join forces of their enemies. That's not why we were able to come out of that captivity. It's because the Lord destroyed one of the greatest empires this earth has ever seen. And that is the empire of the ancient Egyptians. Until today, there is nothing left of them. Just a few artifacts that are disputed amongst brainwashed blacks in America. And that's ruled over by Ishmaelites. Like, there is nothing left of that empire. There is nothing left of the Greeks, of the Romans, of any of these empires that have ruled over blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. And it's not because we were able to overcome them with numbers or with love or philosophies of the world. It's because the Lord brought down these kingdoms. It's because the Lord freed his chosen people from the heathens that sought to oppress and destroy them. And he's going to do the same thing in America. I understand our oppressor wants to complain about illegal immigrants and complain about the blacks in their cities and the Native Indians that have been squeezed onto the smallest, worst possible land plots in this earth. But you don't have to worry about the numbers of us. Like, we would never rise up against our enemies because we've been taught to love them. But what you do have to worry about is Christ returning. Right. Is that sky cracking and them 200 million chariots flooding this earth and destroying all the kingdoms that have been built. All the kingdoms that have oppressed blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Con. And David said unto the Lord, I have sinned greatly in that I have done, and now I beseech thee, O Lord, take away the iniquity of thy servant, for I have done very foolishly. Verse 11, for when David was up in the morning, the word of the Lord came unto the prophet Gad, David's seer, saying,
and for those that don't know, a seer in the nation of Israel, that's just a prophet. Like a seer, they get visions of the future, and that's what prophets receive. They receive visions from the Lord. Go ahead.
Verse 12.
And Salaki and David, a Judite, his prophet was a Gadite, a so-called native Indian. Go ahead.
Verse 12. Go and say unto David, thus saith the Lord, I offer thee three things. Choose thee. Salakia. Choose thee one of them, that I may do it unto thee.
So the Lord gave David's prophet a message to deliver to the king and let him know you have three options that's laying before you because of your sins. Go ahead.
Con. Verse 13. So Gad came to David and told him and said unto him, shall 7 years of famine come unto thee in thy land? Or wilt thou flee 3 months before thine enemies, while they pursue thee? Or that there be 3 days pestilence in thy land? Now advise and see what answer I shall return to him that sent me.
So this prophet came to King David and he let him know the Lord gave you 3 options. Either you can experience 7 years of famine, like goddamn, 7 years of having failed crops, of having spoiled crops from whatever it is the Lord sends forth, whether it's rodents or bugs or some kind of disease that plagues your crops, the amount of children that would be starving in them 7 years, the fights, the revolts that would go on during them 7 years, the suffering it is that your people will go through. Like that's a very long time to have a famine in the land. Or you can flee for 3 months from your enemies. So the Lord will bring a nation to come and wage war against Israel to where we have to flee from these people. Like imagine how many brothers, how many sisters would perish during that time, how many cities would burn, how many scrolls or Bibles would be burned, how much of our culture would be just wiped away from these heathens. Or there can be 3 days of pestilence in thy land, 3 days of disease sweeping through and afflicting the children of Israel. Without what do they call that? Without a discrimination of who it is that it targets, who it is that it causes to sleep forever with their fathers. And the prophet let them know that you can go and you can think of your decision. Think of how it is that you want the Lord to punish you. Go ahead.
Verse 14. And David said unto Gad, I am in great strait. Let us fall now into the hand of the Lord, for his mercies are great. And let me not fall into the hand of man.
So David went ahead and let the prophet know, like, let the Lord decide on what to do with the children of Israel. Like, don't leave that up to us. Don't make us go and have a council amongst ourselves to make a decision, because the Lord is merciful to the children of Israel. Right. He will ensure that we are able to survive whatever it is that he unleashes upon us. Like that, and that's something it is that we don't understand in this earth today. Like we think that the Lord is just all mercy, all forgiving, when there has to be a punishment for what it is that we've done in this earth. Like, not only will the heathens be judged, but blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians will be judged as well. Like, we have crimes we also have to pay for. But would you much rather go out and risk the heathens punishing you, or risk being destroyed completely with the heathens? Right. Or would you rather turn to the Lord and his mercy and submit yourself to him here in the ISUPK and acquire some kind of it's like, as David said, mercy from the Lord? Right. Like, have your sentence not be as harsh as it would be for you defying the Most High, for breaking the laws of God. And I can see why it is that the Lord loved David, because he understood that the Lord is unlike anything out here in this earth. Like, the Lord will ensure Israel gets to live. He'll punish us for a time, but he'll be merciful enough to allow for us to continue to keep this covenant and to keep these blessings that he's given to us and our forefathers. And many of you brothers and sisters out there, because you have been deceived by the religions of this earth, right, you would have much rather have been pursued by your enemies for those 3 months, thinking that you could cause them to love you, and thinking that you could get rich off of that suffering of your people by joining yourselves onto them heathens. Like that's just how messed up we are from this world. Right. When in reality, you let the Lord decide on what to do. Go ahead.
Come. Verse 15. So the Lord sent a pestilence upon Israel from the morning even to the time appointed. Right. And there died of the people. So like, yeah, no. Go ahead. And there died of the people from Dan even to Beersheba.
70,000 men. You got it. Keep going.
Come. 70,000 men.
It's saying so the Lord decided to send a pestilence upon Israel for that 3, it's like, was it 3 months, 3 days? You understand? Where 70,000 blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians were unalived. You know what I'm saying? I'll say unalive in the breakdown. The scriptures say what they say. So, I mean, you can't be mad at the Bible for how it is that they word it, TikTok. Right. But that's how many of us perished because we chose to sin against the Lord. And we've always been punished for breaking the laws of God. Like, even today, we are punished as a people because we break the laws of God. Right. Like, that's why the teachings of the ISUPK is so important, because we teach our people how to obey the Lord, right, how to truly receive some mercy from the Most High, to where he'll forgive the crimes that you've committed because you've changed your life, because you've become a new person, a person that he expects you to become. And the only way to be that person is to come here in the ISUPK. Otherwise, you're going to be whatever the world tells you to be. Right. That's why so many people really aren't even surprised about what Alicia Keys was doing with Usher, because the world promotes being a promiscuous woman. They promote that, you understand, that alternative lifestyle friend, is no threat, when in reality they get behind closed doors, they're sleeping together. Right. Like, the ways of this world are an abomination unto the Lord, and we have to turn from it. Right. It's like we went over those 7 in the Hebrew, but men on the podium, I majum, which means to stand. Next brother, come forward and state your registry. You don't say trooper, just Tazabah. Tazabah. Ban Yehuda, Ban Yasha'Allah. Ban Yehuda, Ban Yasha'Allah.
Tazabah, Ban Yehuda, Ban Yasha'Allah.
Salute everybody.
Yahweh Hashem Yahshua B'Rakatah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahshua B'Rakatah. And then Tazabah, enter on this side. Shabia. Please be seated. Pull this up front. Mm-hmm. All right, so you have to flip to 16. It goes from right to left. No. It goes from right to left, so you have to turn the page this way. It's opposite of how you normally would. So, hang on. It's 23. Do you know how to read the Hebrew?
No, sir.
Okay, 16 right here. So just follow along so you can get an idea of, how to say the words. So you'll just go from here to here to here. Right? You know how it goes.
Come.
All right, this is the book of 2 Samuel, chapter 24, verse 16 in the Hebrew. Wa Yashalach Yadawa. It's like it. Hamalak. Yarashalam.
If everybody don't know, Yarwashalam is Jerusalem. That's how you say Jerusalem in the ancient Hebrew. Yarwashalam.
Go. Lasha, it's like it. Lasha Katha. Wa Yanakam. Yahweh. All. Harai. Waya Amor. Lamalak. It's like it. Lamalak. Hamashakyah. Hamashakyah. Baim. Rabah. Aitha. Harap. Yadak. So you can still lean over and look at it. Tazabah. Wamalaak. Yahweh. Hayah. Aim. Garan.
Harawanya.
Hawaranya. The water.
That's what.
Hayabasya. Sa. Verse 17. Waya Amor. Dawudah. All. Yahweh. Barathwa. Ath. Hamalak. Hamakah. Ba'aim. Waya Amor. Hana. Anakya.
Hataki. Oh, Hapatia. Hapatia.
Where are you at, Gavin?
Oh, Ta.
Kataathia.
There you go. Yeah.
Waanakya. Ha'awayathya. Wa'allah. Ha'taza'an. Ma. Aishawa. Tahaya. Na'a. Yadak. Baya. Wa babayath. Habaya. Pa. Verse 18. Wayaba. God. It's like your God. All that will die.
For the person who keeps saying this is not Hebrew, what are you talking about? He's reading it right out the Hebrew Bible.
Right.
Hebrew English Tanakh. Okay, just because you don't know the ancient Hebrew, the real Hebrew that Christ and Moses and them spoke,
right,
don't mean it ain't real Hebrew. Just because you done got the modern bastardized version, don't mean everybody in the world got that. We don't go by that. We will read that if we don't even read it by the modern Hebrew. Mm-hmm. We'll use the modern letters because most of the text is written in the modern letters, but we study the ancient Hebrew, the Lashon Kodash.
Right.
All right. Yeah, you say, she said, I'm actually, Amalek. Amalek ain't got the real language.
Right.
You don't have the real language. Your stuff is mixed.
Right.
It's mixed to where you came from. It's not the ancient Hebrew. Look it up. Yiddish is German, mixed with some Hebrew. Look it up. It's Germanic. So don't get it twisted like, oh, I actually live there. That don't mean nothing.
Right.
You live in America. You don't speak Native American. Just because you move somewhere don't make you the people.
Right.
Right. So just get that together. No, you may speak that modern, but you don't speak that ancient, that Lashon Kodash. If you speak Lashon Kodash, what am I saying? Shema Yasha Allah Yahweh Allah now Yahweh Akkad. Yahweh Ba Shem Yahweh Shah Brakatah. Yahweh Shema Al-Than Ba Shem Yahweh Shah. Ancient. We talking ancient Hebrew, the real Hebrew.
Right.
The old, real old. Older than 61 or wherever y'all moved over there. Mm-hmm. All right, let's go ahead and keep back at it.
Come. Mm-hmm. But your Hahawa.
I lost my spot.
Verse 18. It's the second line in the Blue Letter Bible app.
I can't tell if it's got the. Oh, I see it. Go ahead.
Come. Well, your Amor, Lawa, Ilah, Haquam, La Yahweh, Mazabak, Bagaran, Aranya, Hayabasya, verse 19. Waya'al, Dawudah, Kadabor, God, Kashar, Tazawah, Yahweh, verse 20. Wa Yashakwak, Arawana, Wa Yara'ah, verse 20, Cap.
That's it.
Okay. Hamalak, Wa'ath, Ibad Yahweh, Ibarium, Al Yahweh, Wa Yatazah, Arawana, Wa Yashafakwa, Lamalak, Up Yahweh, Aratazah, verse 21. Slakia. Okay. Verse 21. Wayomar, Arawana, Madawai, Ba'a, Adanya, Hamalak, all, Ibadwa, Waya Amar, Dawudah, La Quanawath, Maimak Ath, Hagaran, La Banawath, Mazabak, La Yahweh, Wa Tha'itazar, Ha Magapah, Ma'al, Ha'aim, verse 22, Waya Amar, Arawana, all Dawudah, Yaquak, Waya'al, Adanya, Hamalak, Hasawab, Ba'ayanawa, Ra'ah, Habakwar, La'ailah. Hold on. All right. La'ailah. Wa Hamaragium, Wakolya, Habakwar, La Itazayum. Clap that up. You'll start 24, 2 Samuel chapter 24, verse 16.
Come. 2 Samuel chapter 24, verse you said 16, sir. So I'll 2 Samuel chapter 24, verse 16. And when the angels stretched out his hand upon Jerusalem to destroy it, the Lord repent.
You had it.
Yeah, repent him of the evil.
So the Lord sent this angel to go and deliver this judgment upon the children of Israel. This death angel that, of course, the Lord has sent out many times in this earth to unalive those who are worthy of the judgment of the Lord. Go ahead.
And said to the angels that destroyed the people, it also stay now thy hand. And the angels of the Lord was by the
Threshing place.
dustering place of
Aronah.
Yeah. The Jerusalite.
Jebusite.
Oh, Jebusite.
So after the appointed time, the Lord gave that angel an order telling him that the amount of unaliving that was caused was enough. Like Israel's punishment is over with. They can come back, get right, and live to see another day. Go ahead.
Verse 17. And David spake unto the Lord when he saw the angels that spoke the people, and said, Lord, I have sinned, and I have done wickedly, and these
sheep.
But these sheep, what have they done? Let thy hand, I pray thee. But again, me and father's house.
So David, having enough brotherhood, he let the Lord know, like, what have the people done? Like, I was the one that gave the order. I was the one that sinned. So judge me and my father's house. Judge my family for what it is that I've done. Go ahead.
Verse 18. And Gad came that day to David and say unto him, Go up, rear an altar unto the Lord, and
Threshing floor.
threshing floor.
Yeah, threshing floor.
Threshing floor of I keep forgetting.
Arunah.
Arunah,
The Jebusite.
Mm-hmm. Verse 19. And David, according to the saying of Gad, went up as the Lord commanded. Verse 20. And Arunah looked it and saw the king and his servants coming on towards him. And Arunah went out and bowed himself before the king on his face upon the ground.
Right.
Verse 21. And Arunah said, Wherefore is my lord the king come to his servant? And David said, To buy the threshing.
Threshing.
Oh, threshing. I don't know. Okay, I gotta look at it real quick.
Yeah, threshing floor.
Threshing floor
Right.
of thee to build an altar unto the Lord. That the pledge may be
plague.
plague.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was plague. Oh, okay, it's a lot.
12.
That the plague may be said from the people.
And so that was a custom. When something would happen that was real important, that's where you get totem poles from. A totem pole is something that you look at and it bring you all the memories of of what happened at that time. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people's memories like that. Like let's say you find something that you had when you was in high school. It will, when you touch it and look at it, it bring back all your memories from high school. That's what we used to do. We used to put these altars. So like this plague was done. So David built an altar to show, like, bam, the Lord had mercy on us and stayed this hand from with the plague. And that's just what we did. You know what I mean? We would put up altars, we would put up landmarks to mark, like, man, this would happen back then. And is a law in the scriptures to not remove another man's landmark either. So it'd be tons of landmarks for our people to, remember our past.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Verse 22. And Arunah said unto David, Let my lord the king take and offer up what seemed it.
Yeah, you got it. Keep going.
Seemed it good unto him. Behold, here be oxen for burneth
sacrifice.
Sacrifice and dashing threshing instruments and other instruments of the oxen for wood. Verse 23. All these things that Arunah as a king give unto the king. And Arunah said unto the king, The Lord thy God accept thee. Verse 24. And the king said unto Arunah, Nay, but I will surely buy it of thee as a price.
So he's talking about a plot of land that he's gonna buy. All right, go ahead.
Neither will I offer burnt offerings unto the Lord by God of that which doctrine caused me nothing. So David bought the
threshing
floor and the oxen for 50 shekels of silver. Mm-hmm. Verse 25.
And Slagi and like David could have just taken, this land and did what it is that he pleased to do with it, but instead he had some brotherhood. Like he, instead of just taking what it is that he desired, he made sure that he paid this brother for his land. Like just to go to show that just because you are in a position of power, it doesn't give you the right to abuse those that are below you, which is of course a very valuable lesson for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. And when you come into this school, it's an even more valuable lesson because you rule over men and women, over lands and buildings, over a military. Like you govern men. So to learn these things while you're young, like it's very important. Otherwise, you are going to be a pocket tyrant, like your supervisor at your slave, like the plant managers that rule over you that think that they can just fire you because they are the devil that the Bible speaks of. Like brotherhood is key within our nation, and it's something we have to learn. Go ahead.
Verse 25. And David built there an altar unto the Lord, and offered it burnt offerings and peace offerings. Mm-hmm. So the Lord was interested. Entreated for the land, and the plague was stayed from Israel.
That's right.
Won't he stood and shed the blood?
No, you skipped some pages.
And then another thing, when the scriptures talk about a burnt offering, don't think they just went somewhere and just lit it on fire and just let it burn. That a burnt offering is something you bring to the priest that they grill and cook.
Right.
Like some meat offering or different things, and the priests take it, they grill it, heat it up, offering, and then they cut it up and eat it and give it to the other priests and their families. That's how the Lord worked. Like you give it to the Lord, you gave it to his priests, and that meant you gave it to the Lord. The Lord don't need your meat. The Lord don't need your drinks. You understand? You don't give it to the men of the Lord, and they just pour it out on the ground like this is to the Lord. The Lord he owned the whole earth. He don't need your teeny weeny little pour glass to drink on the ground.
Right.
That's not doing nothing for the Most High. But his priests do need that.
Right.
They do eat and drink that. Right. So that's what that is. That's the drink offering. Go ahead.
And Sluggy Cap. Mm-hmm. And the only reason you believe that that's what this means is they just burn it and then leave it to rot, leave it for the birds. It's because your entire life that's how you've been serving your false gods, serving your idols, is you offer up some kind of sacrifice, and the only thing that happens with it is a man comes through the back door, eats it, and says that your God ate it. When in reality, like the laws of the Bible, the commandments, they are not grievous to keep. Like you're not going to give your best sheep or your best oxen just for it to go to waste. Like that goes to the prophets of God.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What was
I'm sorry, I can recap.
Yeah, go ahead.
Or I can have a.
No, just good. He just went to the restroom real quick.
Oh, come. This is the book of 1 Kings, chapter 1, and verse 1. Now King David was old and stricken in years, and they covered him with clothes, but he got no heat. Saying so, of course, like anybody, King David, he aged, he got old, and like old men and women do, it's hard for them to be able to, maintain themselves. Like he wasn't able to maintain his body heat, no matter how many clothes they put on him, put blankets on him, because that's just what happens in old age. Like, you gotta do extra things to be taken care of, and that's why it's so valuable to have sons and daughters to take care of you. But of course, in America, we want to have 2 children households. We want to just focus on our careers before anything. When the time comes for you to be cold, you're just going to freeze until you are asleep. Verse 2. Wherefore his servants said unto him, let there be sought for my lord the king a young virgin.
If I could, somebody said the government would take care of you. Woo! That's a good one right there, boy. He said the government gonna take care of you. Just like they take care of them homeless veterans on the street,
right,
sleeping under bridges.
Right.
Just like he take care of them, the people who lost all their retirement money and moving in with their kids and stuff.
Right.
That's just like he taking care of them, right? Okay, no sweat. Go ahead.
Jeez. And let her cherish him, and let her lie in thy bosom, that my lord the king may get heat. Verse 3. So they sought for a fair damsel throughout all the coasts of Israel, and found Abishag, a Shunammite, and brought her to the king. Verse 4. And the damsel was very fair, and cherished the king, and ministered to him, but the king knew her not. And slight, like that right there is very important. Like, because many of you in the world will believe that they went and got this, young sister of marriageable age, a sister that has blossomed into a woman, and you believe that they just got her so she could, have intercourse with the king. Because, of course, your entire life, that's how you've gotten whatever it is that you need, is you just go out and you sleep with anybody in order to get it. Like you believe that world leaders, whenever they come to a meeting, that all they're doing is having intercourse. That's why so many of you believe that King Solomon and what's that broad's name, Cap?
Sheba.
Yeah, Sheba. Like, you believe that they was out there making babies, and that there's some lost heir out there of King Solomon's, because that's what leaders have to do when they come together. When you don't suspect that when the German prime minister or president is coming and meeting with Joe Biden. You don't think that when these G2 summits get together in the UN, whatever summits it is that they have, when they get together, you don't believe they just having, can I say, where's this mic at? Can I say orgies on here, Cap?
Nah.
Having group fun, like you don't believe that that's happening. Like King David was not a deviant. You understand? Like that's something you got to get in your mind. Like, she was just simply there to comfort the king because he was a old man. Like, she helped take care of him. That's why it said, but the king knew her not. When it says that someone knew somebody, typically talking about intercourse. So the king didn't lay with this broad. You got a question?
Live. This is a comment, sir.
Hold it.
Come on.
I ain't. We're running real low on them TikToks. I ain't trying to get it flagged. So like it. Verse 5. Then Adonijah, the son of Haggith, exalted himself, saying, I will be king. And he prepared him chariots and horsemen and 50 men to run before him. Verse 6. And his father had not displeased him at any time in saying, why hast thou done so? And he also was a very goodly man, and his mother bare him after Absalom. So this is another son of David, who sought to exalt himself, right? Who sought to become king, thinking that, oh, when my father's in old age, he's not the mighty man that he once was. His kingdom isn't, as great as it was when Absalom had tried taking the throne. Okay. Had tried taking the throne. So why can't I be king? Why can't I go ahead and get my 50 closest friends and have them run before me as my royal guard, right, and declaring me to be king throughout the lands? Right. Go ahead. Slakia. I forgot I was reading. Slakia, verse 7. And he conferred with Joab, the son of Zeruiah, and with Abiathar, the priest. And they followed Adonijah, helped him. Slakia. And they following Adonijah helped him. So just like Absalom, Adonijah went and he got men that was close to King David. Men who held high positions of power, thinking that this would help him seize the throne from the Lord's anointed, which was King David. Right. And the next one that would be anointed by the Lord would be King Solomon, because that's who was chosen as the heir. Yeah, right. Verse 8, but Zadok the priest and Benaiah, the son of Jehoiada, and Nathan the prophet, and Shimei, and Rai, and the mighty men which belonged to David were not with Adonijah. Saying, but these men who had integrity, who had loyalty to their Lord, to their master King David, they decided not to stand with this bastard that sought to steal the throne from an elderly brother that served this nation well. Right. They decided to stay loyal to the man who taught them everything it is that they knew, which is why us in the ISUPK, why we take such pride in still being here since 1969, because we weren't like Joab and whoever that disloyal bastard was that tried turning on King David. Like we were like these servants who would much rather be unalived and sleep with our fathers than to turn on the man that taught us everything, that gave us everything, which is what the ISUPK has done. Even for you fake Israelites out there, you understand that the teachings here in the ISUPK, it's the original teachings. Right. It's the original school that your effeminate leader had broken off from. Right. You understand? Like, and what you should do is you should leave that group and come home. Like you should come back to the truth and stop spewing the lies of that thief that you follow.
That's right.
Verse 9. And Adonijah slew sheep and oxen and fat cattle by the stone of Zoheleth, which is by Enrogel, and called all his brethren the king's sons, and all the men of Judah the king's servants. Verse 10, but Nathan the prophet and Benaiah the mighty men, and Solomon his brother he called not. And so he kept the same game plan. You understand? He was calling upon all the sons of King David, trying to get them to turn to his cause, offering them riches, power, women, it's like a strong drink, narcotics, whatever it is that they desired to turn to his side. He you know what I'm saying? That's what he was doing. But he knew not to call Nathan the prophet or Benaiah or his brother Solomon. He knew not to call them because they had loyalty to King David. Like they weren't so weak that they would just give in to whatever gold he threw at them, whatever silver he would lay before them, whatever beautiful Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian women that he put before them. He knew that they would not fall weak. Right. And that's the same way that Commanding General Yohana was. Commanding General Yohana did not fall weak to all the temptations of power that you fake Israelite groups did. Right. He didn't go off and create his own doctrine or his own thing. He stuck with these teachings. He remained loyal to the seven heads who, even after falling weak in their old age and leaving, he still has that loyalty till this day. He's still keeping them teachings alive that was handed down from Christ and the disciples, the seven heads, like Abba Bivens and the seven heads. He still holds on to that dearly, and he will never fold, just like you fake Israelites have. Right. Verse 11, wherefore Nathan spake unto Bathsheba, the mother of Solomon, saying, hast thou not heard that Adonijah, the son of Haggith, doth reign, and David our Lord knoweth it not? Verse 12. Now therefore come, let me, I pray thee, give thee counsel, that thou mayest save thine own life and the life of thy son Solomon. Verse 13. Go and get thee in unto King David, and say unto him, Didst not thou, my lord, O king, swear unto thine handmaid, saying, Assuredly Solomon thy son shall reign over me, and he shall sit upon thy throne. Why then doth Adonijah reign? Say so Nathan, a loyal soldier.
Adonijah.
Is that his name in Hebrew?
No, that's just how I heard it pronounced. Adonijah.
Adonijah. For which one?
For Adonijah.
Oh, okay. The water.
Kind of so.
Adonijah. The water. So Nathan, being a loyal soldier, a loyal servant of King David, he went to Solomon's mother and let her know, like, the king doesn't know that Adonijah is out here trying to usurp the throne. Wow. You understand? From your son, who King David already basically appointed as being the heir. Like you need to go into King David and ask him, to essentially to give power over to your son, to anoint him as being the official heir, so that when King David passes, or when conflict arises, his heir can go out and fight his battles. So the people will be behind King Solomon, or at this time Prince Solomon. 14. Behold, while thou yet talkest there with the king, I also will come in after thee and confirm thy words. 15.
How many verses left?
11 after this one. So I'm gonna get them quick. That's 12.
Oh yeah, no, I ain't rushing.
Okay, come. Yeah, just 11 of them. 15. And Bathsheba went in unto the king into the chamber, and the king was very old, and Abishag the Shunammite ministered unto the king. 16. And Bathsheba bowed and did obeisance unto the king. And the king said, What wouldest thou? Verse 17. And she said unto him, My lord, thou swearest by the Lord thy God unto thine handmaid, saying, Assuredly Solomon thy son shall reign after me, and he shall sit upon my throne.
Right.
Verse 18. And now behold, how do you say it again? Adonijah, reigneth. And now, my lord the king, thou knowest it not. Verse 19. And he hath slain oxen and fat cattle and sheep in abundance, and hath called all the sons of the king, and Abiathar the priest, and Joab the captain of the host. But Solomon thy servant hath he not called. Verse 20. And thou, my lord, O king, the eyes of all Israel are upon thee, that thou shouldest tell them who shall sit on the throne of my lord the king after him. 21. Otherwise it shall come to pass, when my lord the king shall sleep with his fathers, that I and my son Solomon shall be counted offenders. 22. And lo, while she yet talked with the king, Nathan the prophet also came in. 23. And they told the king, saying, Behold, Nathan the prophet. And when he was come in before the king, he bowed himself before the king with his face to the ground. 24. And Nathan said, My lord, O king, hast thou said, Adonijah shall reign after me? and he shall sit upon my throne. 25. For he is gone down this day, and hath slain oxen and fat cattle and sheep in abundance, and hath called all the king's sons and the captains of the host, and Abiathar the priest, and behold, they eat and drink before him, and say, God save King Adonijah.
Basically, this is the usurping the throne.
Right.
Before his father told him that he'll get the throne.
Right.
And they're bringing the news to the king saying, man, he done already slayed the fat calf. He done had a celebration. He done did a coronation. He already getting it started to make himself the king.
Right.
Go ahead.
Verse 26. But me, even me, thy servant, and Zadok the priest, and Benaiah the son of Jehoiada, and thy servant Solomon hath he not called. That's all the verses right there, Cap. I don't know if you had anything else you wanted to add. No, okay. Just the men behind the podium, imagim, which means to stand. On silent, but sure. It's like you can't go back to child's on the way. It's like that.
Oh, both. Sorry.
You stretch out your hand. You'll say La Yasha'Allah, which means to Israel.
La Asha'Allah, that means to Israel.
Take it all back and go. Okay.
Got a young man hit me up.
Most High in Christ.
Trying to send him to class.
Most High in Christ. You pick up the scrolls, Tazabah. Come. Put them on your right shoulder. Come. Keep it just like that. Imajum, which means to stand. Wapunya Hakidam. Okay. It means turn, face the east. This is the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa. Shabashamayim. Quadash. Hayah. Shemka. Yahweh. Malakwithka. Taba'ah. Ratazayaka. Hayah. Aisha. Ba'arataza. Kawur. Hayah. Bashamayim. Nathan. Lanawa. Lakum. Call. Yabum. Wasalakanaw. Kwabawathnaw. Kasalaknaw. Kwabawathnaw. Wala'ah. Tabayaynaw. Bonasaya one. Abol. Hawashaynaw. Mayun. Right. Kayah. Laka. Hamalakwa. Waha'allah. It's like it. What the power? I will Aman. Lord's Prayer in the English. Oh, it's like that. Lord's Prayer in the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it. Pray for the hakak, or the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashem Yahushai.
Ba'ashem Yahushai.
Baruch Hashah.
Baruch Hashah.
Nathanahu.
Nathanahu.
Hakak.
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 La Rapa'ah.
La Rapa'ah.
Call Makalah.
Call Makalah.
Wakal Madawa.
Call Madawa.
Hakak.
Hakak.
La Tahor.
La Tahor.
Hamatazariah.
Hamatazariah.
Hakak.
Hakak.
La Hakim.
Hakim.
Hamathium.
Hamathium.
Hakak.
Hakak.
Al-Rakawa.
Al-Rakawa.
Hatama Allah.
Hatama Allah.
The Garshan.
The Garshan.
Ba'ashem Yahushai.
Ba'ashem Yahushai.
The Water of Man.
The Water of Man.
You just did the power?
Yeah, come on.
Prayer for the power in the English. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
The power to heal.
The power to heal.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
Power to cleanse the lepers.
Power to cleanse the lepers.
Power to raise the dead.
Power to raise the dead.
Power against unclean spirits.
Power against unclean spirits.
Cast them out.
To cast them out.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. Pray for the blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatha Yahweh.
Barakatha Yahweh.
Wa Yahushai.
Wa Yahushai.
Wa Yaka Allah.
Wa Yaka Allah.
Wa Alahayim.
Wa Alahayim.
Matazabya.
Matazabya.
Alawap Yahana.
Alawap Yahana.
Ha-alawapyum.
Alawapyum.
Ha-saranyum.
Ha-saranyum.
Ha-kodazayanyum.
Ha-kodazayanyum.
Ha-chayayum.
Ha-chayayum.
Wa-kwathian.
Wa-kwathian.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashem Yahushai.
Ba'ashem Yahushai.
What our man.
What our man.
Prayer for the blessings in the English. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahushua.
And Yahushua.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And the angels.
Commander General Yohanan.
Commander General Yohanan.
The generals.
The generals.
The captains.
The captains.
The officers.
The officers.
The troopers.
The troopers.
And the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah.
Asha'ah.
Ayanya.
Ayanya.
Al-Hohorim.
Al-Hohorim.
Mayan.
Mayan.
Gaba'ah.
Gaba'ah.
Azaria.
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 Ma'im.
Ma'im.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Shemayam.
Shemayam.
Wa'arataza.
Wa'arataza.
Al-Yadun.
Al-Yadun.
Lamawat.
Lamawat.
Regolka.
Regolka.
Al-Yanawam.
Al-Yanawam.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Ana.
Ana.
La'a.
La'a.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Yashun.
Yashun.
Shawmor.
Shawmor.
Yasha'ala.
Yasha'ala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Tazolka.
Tazolka.
Al-Yan.
Al-Yan.
Yamyaka.
Yamyaka.
Yawamam.
Yawamam.
Hashemash.
Hashemash.
La'a.
La'a.
Yakaka.
Yakaka.
Wayarak.
Wayarak.
Bolya'ala.
Bolya'ala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamarka.
Yashamarka.
Makol.
Makol.
Rai.
Rai.
Yashamor.
Yashamor.
Atnapashka.
Atnapashka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamor.
Yashamor.
Taza'aka.
Taza'aka.
Wabu'aka.
Wabu'aka.
Ma'ita.
Ma'ita.
Rai.
Rai.
Awulam.
Awulam.
Prayer for the English, Psalms 121. I will lift up mine eyes into the hills.
I will lift up my eyes to the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From which cometh my help?
My help cometh from Yahweh.
My help cometh from Yahweh.
Which made heaven and earth.
Which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee.
He that keepeth thee.
Will not slumber.
Will not slumber.
Behold.
Behold.
He that keepeth Israel.
He that keepeth Israel.
Shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
Nor the moon by night.
Nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out.
And thy coming in.
And thy coming in.
From this time forth.
From this time forth.
And even forevermore.
And even forevermore.
Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim.
Alahayim.
All Damaya.
All Damaya.
Laka.
Laka.
Oh, Thakarash.
Oh, Thakarash.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Dashakwat.
Dashakwat.
Oh. Kaya.
Kaya.
Kana.
Kana.
Awiyabika.
Awiyabika.
Yahama.
Yahama.
Yawan.
Yawan.
Raash.
Raash.
Al-Aimaka.
Al-Aimaka.
Yarayamwa.
Yarayamwa.
Sawada.
Sawada.
Wayata.
Wayata.
Yaitazawak.
Yaitazawak.
Al-Tazapawanyaka.
Al-Tazapawanyaka.
Amarwa.
Amarwa.
Lakawa.
Lakawa.
Wanaki Dum.
Wanaki Dum.
Mongolia.
Mongolia.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Yazakar.
Yazakar.
Sham.
Sham.
Yasha'ala.
Yasha'ala.
Iwada.
Iwada.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Nawaitazawak.
Nawaitazawak.
Laba.
Laba.
Yakadwa.
Yakadwa.
All Yaka.
All Yaka.
Baryath.
Baryath.
Yakarathwa.
Yakarathwa.
Ahoya.
Ahoya.
Adawam.
Adawam.
Wea Shemar.
Wea Shemar.
Ayum.
Ayum.
Mawa'aba.
Mawa'aba.
Wagaria.
Wagaria.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Wa'imawan.
Wa'imawan.
Wa'imalak.
Wa'imalak.
Palashat.
Palashat.
Aim.
Aim.
Yashabia.
Yashabia.
Tazawar.
Tazawar.
Gam.
Gam.
Ashawar.
Ashawar.
Nalawa.
Nalawa.
Aimum.
Aimum.
Ayawa.
Ayawa.
Zarawai.
Zarawai.
Labanya.
Labanya.
Labwat.
Labwat.
Selah.
Selah.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Laham.
Laham.
Kamadian.
Kamadian.
Kasa Yasara.
Kasa Yasara.
Kayabian.
Kayabian.
Baraka'o.
Baraka'o.
Kayashawan.
Kayashawan.
Nashamadwa.
Nashamadwa.
Ba'ayin Da'ara.
Ba'ayin Da'ara.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
The Mun.
The Mun.
La Dama.
La Dama.
Shayatamwa.
Shayatamwa.
Nara.
Nara.
Yabmawa.
Yabmawa.
Ka'ira.
Ka'ira.
Wakaza Abba.
Wakaza Abba.
Wakaza Bat.
Wakaza Bat.
Wakatazol.
Wakatazol.
Manai.
Manai.
Ko.
Ko.
Nasa Yakamwa.
Nasa Yakamwa.
Ashar.
Ashar.
Amar.
Amar.
Naya Rashad.
Naya Rashad.
Lanawa.
Lanawa.
Nawa.
Nawa.
Alahayam.
Alahayam.
Alahayat.
Alahayat.
Shaitamwa.
Shaitamwa.
Kago Gullah.
Kago Gullah.
Kakwash.
Kakwash.
Lapanya.
Lapanya.
Rawaka.
Rawaka.
Kaash.
Kaash.
Naba'ira.
Naba'ira.
Ya'ira.
Ya'ira.
Wakalahat.
Wakalahat.
Slaki. Wakalahaba.
Wakalahat.
Dalahat.
Dalahat.
Harayam.
Harayam.
Khan.
Khan.
Dardatma.
Dardatma.
Basa Irika.
Basa Irika.
Wabasa.
Wabasa.
Wapathka.
Wapathka.
Tabahalam.
Tabahalam.
Mala'a.
Mala'a.
Panyam.
Panyam.
Kwalawan.
Kwalawan.
Wayabakashwa.
Wayabakashwa.
Shimka.
Shimka.
Yahawa.
Yahawa.
Yabashwa.
Yabashwa.
Wayaba'awa.
Wayaba'awa.
Idea.
Idea.
Ay. Wayakaparwa.
Wayakaparwa.
Wayadaiwa.
Wayadaiwa.
Slaki. Wayabadwa.
Wayabadwa.
Wayadaiwa.
Wayadaiwa.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Atta.
Atta.
Shimka.
Shimka.
Yahawa.
Yahawa.
Labadka.
Labadka.
Al Yawun.
Al Yawun.
Al. Kol.
Kol.
Ha'aratazah.
Psalms 83 in the English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still, O Yahweh.
And be not still, O Yahweh.
For lo,
For lo,
thine enemies make a tumult.
thy enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee
And they that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
have lifted up their heads.
They have taken crafty counsel
They have taken crafty counsel
against thy people.
against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden
And
ones.
consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said,
They have said,
Come,
Come,
let us cut them off
let us cut them off
from being a nation.
from being a nation.
That the name of Israel
That the name of Israel
may be no more remembered.
may be no more remembered.
For they have consulted together
For they have consulted together
with one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom,
The tabernacle of Edom,
and the Ishmaelites of Moab,
and the Israelites of Moab,
and the Hagarenes,
and the Hagarenes,
Gabal,
Gabal,
and Ammon,
and Ammon,
and Amalek,
and Amalek,
and the Philistines,
and the Philistines,
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Asher also is joined with them.
Also joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Selah,
Selah,
do unto them,
do unto them,
as unto the Midianites,
as unto the Midianites,
as to Sisera,
as to Sarah,
as to Jabin,
as to Jabin,
at the brook of Kison,
at the brook of Kison,
which perished at Endor.
which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like a red,
Make their nobles like a red,
and like Zeed.
and like the end.
Yea,
Yea,
all their princes princes,
all the princes,
and Zeba,
and
and
Zeba,
Zamunda,
and Zamunda,
who said,
let
us take to ourselves
us take to
the
ourselves
houses of Yahweh in possession.
the house of Yahweh in possession.
Oh, my power,
Oh, my power,
make them like a wheel,
make them like a wheel,
as the stubble before the wind,
as the stubble before the wind,
as the fire burneth the wood,
as the fire burns the wood,
and as the flame set the mountains on fire.
and as the flames set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them with thy tempest,
So persecute them with thy
and
tempest,
make them afraid with thy storm.
and make them afraid with thy sword.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill their faces with shame,
that they may seek thy name.
that they may seek thy name.
Oh, Yahweh!
Oh, Yahweh!
Let them be confounded,
Let them be confounded,
in trouble forever.
in trouble forever.
Yea!
Yea!
Let them be put to shame,
Let them be put to shame,
and perish,
and perish,
that men may know
that men may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name alone
whose name alone
is
is
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
art the most high
art the Most High
over all the earth.
over all the earth. Sucking what? If you could.
Let me do it.
Okay. So before Cap ends the TikTok, for those of you watching on TikTok, if you want to see the remainder of the service, look us up on YouTube and Facebook. YouTube, look up Isupk Indianapolis. Facebook, you have a particular page, Cap? Isupk Indianapolis.
And then One West online classes, Facebook and YouTube.
Come
and
on.
the website, isupk.com.
Come on. Don't forget to pay your Passover fees. And we have the Feast of Purim next week on Thursday. Is the opening. The closing is on Friday, starting at 7 p.m. All Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are welcome. That's right.
12,000, almost 13,000 views.
Most High in Christ.
Right. You go ahead and start the prayers.
Come on. This is the prayer for the curses in the English. Blessed are you, Yahweh.
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth.
King of heaven and earth.
And all things living.
And all things living.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Listen to us now.
Listen to us now.
Right now.
Right now.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathens.
That speak against us thy prophets.
That speak against us thy prophets.
The teachers.
The teachers.
The princes.
The princes.
The priests.
The priests.
The Israelite brothers.
The Israelite brothers.
And the school.
And the school.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
And shake loose the treasure.
And shake loose the treasure.
Of the rich of Israel.
Of the rich of Israel.
That refuse to give to the school.
That refuse to give to the school.
Force their riches to enter into thy sanctuary.
Force their riches to enter thy sanctuary.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the Edomites.
To the Edomites.
And the nations.
And the nations.
And their drug dealers.
And their drug dealers.
The court system.
The court system.
The prison system.
The prison system.
Planned Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood.
All the governments of our enemies.
All the governments of our enemies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Roman Catholic Church.
Roman Catholic Church.
The Pope.
The Pope.
Islam.
Islam.
Christianity.
Christianity.
Egyptology.
Egyptology.
Militia.
Militia.
Ku Klux Klan.
Ku Klux Klan.
Aryan Nation.
Aryan Nation.
Skinheads.
Skinheads.
Posse Comitazi.
Posse Comitazi.
The gay movement.
The gay movement.
The lesbian
The
movement.
lesbian movement.
Spies.
Spies.
Workers of witchcraft.
Workers of witchcraft.
NASA Space Program.
NASA Space Program.
Army.
Army.
Navy.
Navy.
Air Force.
Air Force.
Marines. Wall Street.
Wall Street.
Open up the internet.
Open up the internet.
In the airwaves.
And the airwaves.
The cable access
The
channel.
cable access channel.
And the radio channel.
And the radio channel.
Convict the spirit of any of thy people.
Convict the spirit of any of thy people
that seek to stop us.
that seek to stop us.
And bring swift destruction to all the heathen.
And bring swift destruction to all the heathens
That stand in the way. Or try to stop us. From broadcasting your words throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues. Cause them to go to and fro. Through the earth and consume them. Let the plague shake the house of the thief and the murderer. Let Yahweh shine. Michael and Gabriel. Come down with the flying saucers. And punish all the heathen. That come up against us. As we speak thy word. Cause it to be known. By all. That is the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread. Through the media. Throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you. Always. So be it. Sword. Turn. We will be taking the scrolls to be saluted. Set them down so you can cover them. Cover them up. Turn towards Cap.
Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barak Yah.
Turn towards me. Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barak Yah. Exit out this way.
You can come this way. Oh no, I got steps on here.
And just stand in front of you. Start with the highest ranking man. Stand right there. Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barak Yah.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahusha, Barak Yah.
Take a picture of everybody. Take a picture of yourself.
Not yet. I got it.
All right.
Sir, go on, Cap. Slack in. All right, Cap. Then you'll say this concludes the service.
This concludes the Sabbath service.
Salute to the brothers, men of Israel. Amajim Shabbat. Amajim Barak. Yahweh Shem Yahshua. Yadimata. Salute to the sisters watching online, men of Israel. Amajim Shabbat. Amajim Barak. Yahweh Shem Yahshua. Yadimata. Would anybody like to be anointed at this time?
God.
Sorry, Christ. Step forward for me. Baba Kashan. This is only the men on the podium will say this prayer. This is the anointing prayer, which is in the book of Numbers, chapter 6, verse 22 to 27 in the Hebrew. Yabaraka Yahweh. Wayashamarka. Ya'ar Yahweh. Panyawa. Alyaka. Wayakanka. Yasha'a Yahweh. Panyawa. Alyaka. Wayasham. Laka. Shalom. Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahusha. Barak. Rapah. Magun. Hagun.
Mawat not to zone.
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 Mawat not to zone. Ba'Shem Yahushua.
Ba'Shem Yahushua.
The word Amen.
Word Amen.
Anointing prayer in English. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bless thee and keep thee.
Bless thee and keep thee.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Make his face shine upon thee.
Make his face shine upon thee.
And be gracious unto thee.
And be gracious unto thee.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Lift up his countenance upon thee.
Lift up his countenance upon thee.
And give thee peace.
And give thee peace.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahushua.
Bless.
Heal.
Shield.
Shield.
Protect. Mawat not the zone.
Mawat not to zone.
Clap that up. All right, with that, clap it up.